Good. So 2015 is a big one, obviously, for you. What are your priorities right now? What are you working towards? It's obviously the general election, but in terms of the minute detail of that, where are you in your election campaign?
Well, here's where sport, I think, really stands you in good stead for life. You'll know probably the boxing slogan, train hard, fight easy. And actually, for anything, you have to put the work in over a long period of time. Everyone distrusts politicians because we give it all of this, and I'm doing my hand in a sort of yabba mouth action. But actions speak louder. So I've been getting stuff done for the last 8 years, to be honest, and people will judge me on that. When it comes to this point in the election, it's just getting the machinery right for letting people know who you are, getting them to get in touch with you, knowing where your supporters are, all that technical stuff. I have to admit, that's not the bit that rings my bell in politics. So I like the competition of a general election, but all the kind of bickering and stuff that's going to blow up is bit that I hold my nose to get through, because I prefer being able to concentrate on projects and see stuff happen. That's really what gets me up in the morning.
How different does it feel? I mean, when you were elected, it was a Labour seat. Now you've got the seat. Labour are looking to get your seat. Is it a different approach for you this time?
No, it's not. In a sense, I've always only ever been able to be myself. The reason I love doing what I do is because I can change stuff for the better. If I did anything other than that, I don't think I'd do it nearly as well. So I've always said I want to be me in the biggest, best possible way, and everything else will take care of itself. And if you concentrate on that, there's not really a lot else you can do.
Yeah, no, sounds sensible to me. Do you enjoy it, being an MP?
I absolutely love it. But, confession, for the first year and a half, 2 years, well, first few months, I really wondered if I'd done the right thing. And it's difficult because everyone comes up to you and says...
Was that the enormity of the challenge, the role? Why do you think that?
I was stripped away from the thing I loved, which was making a difference in the community. And suddenly I was plonked in this place, Parliament, where you're expected to sit on green benches and do a lot of talking, which in my view changed precisely nothing. I thought people confused talking with actually changing things. Over the years, it's a bit like learning to drive a car. It all seemed gear-crunching and misery at the beginning. And then you begin to learn how the tools of Parliament work to change things both nationally and locally. And that was when I began to get my teeth really, really stuck into things nationally and locally. I think that's why, The Spectator gave me the Backbencher of the Year award for stuff that I was doing. And I suddenly realised what Parliament was there for. And particularly with the NHS campaign that I did, I was able to give voice to people who'd been bullied into silence by nasty, abusive bullies. Those nasty, abusive bullies never dreamed that those people that they'd suppressed would be able to have a voice. And because of being an MP, I was able to give them a voice, and that was the best feeling in the world. Okay. It really was. And to know, you can't change the world overnight. Often you can just do little things. But to go to bed at night and go, I've done that, it makes everything worthwhile. It makes me feel like a person. Yeah.
Last question. You've used the word change several times. What's the biggest change you've affected as your time as MP for Bristol North West?
Bristol Free School. That wouldn't have happened without me, and St Ursula's is in the state sector because I made a massive risky call before the last general election and became a governor and got them to become an academy. There will be children who grow up and went to the Bristol Free School and St Ursula's School, which might not have been a school, who'll look back and say my school made me what I was. A lot of parents did a lot of very, very hard work, so I'm not by any way claiming sort of the credit for it, but we instigated it and it probably wouldn't have happened. I feel funny saying this. Probably wouldn't have happened without me. Okay. And that's just incredible.
It's been great chatting with you. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you,
Being
Geoff.
so open and honest. It's been great.
Pleasure.
Take care.